everyone, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. This is Silver Hyena, and what I have going for today's video is, since my last video, well, let's just say I've discovered that Arteza Colored Pencils are not the spawn of the devil himself. If you're curious about that video, I will have a link for it in the description below, and one of those little eye bubble thingies come up. Anyways, yes, long story short, too late, I know. I had just gotten a bad batch of Arteza Colored Pencils during my first review of those. Again, I'll have a link to that in the description below if you're curious to see. But, I am almost out of breath here. What I want to do is I want to see how well the Arteza Colored Pencils play with Ohuhu Markers. Now then, those of you who have seen some of my other videos on this channel know that I love combining alcohol-based markers with colored pencils. At first you might think, wait, what? How is that a thing? But it's a wonderful combination. So without further ado, let me just get started on that because, heck, it's like I'm anxious to see how well this works. So, I'm just going to label my page. Exhilarating, I know. I mean, like, one thing that I thought of, what if Ohuhu came out with colored pencils? Because, I mean, like, Arteza has their own line of alcohol-based markers, something that is on my list. And I know that Ohuhu has made some pretty dang good watercolor paints. And I know that they also have, of course they have the alcohol-based marker, bleh. But they also have acrylic paint, I believe. I might want to double check that. Yeah, I'll have the answer flash up on the screen. Anyways, I am just gonna swatch out some Ohuhu marker swatches. And this is Canson mixed media paper, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm gonna just try a couple of different colors, different hues, because I want to see how well light, mid, and dark tones work on, well, different colors of the alcohol-based markers, just to see. Like, you know, like, this is a scientific experiment and all that. And then my chair is groaning in the background, but if it wasn't, you might be confused as to where you are. Alright, I think I want to get a dark one. Ah, this vivid green might be just what I need. Oh, and I've got room for one more, so I'll try to find a really light tone. Alright, and just a quick recap. Yeah, I keep the foam blanket in there because reasons. Anyways, there's the lid to the Arteza Colored Pencils, which is really nice because they have a light fastness chart. And here are the pencils themselves, all beautiful, partially used because I, well, just kind of use them. So, let us see. Hopefully all my pencils don't just spill out. Okay, I figure white is my lightest color, so I really want to see how well it covers. Oh, that's actually not bad at all. Like, that would be really good for highlighting. Okay, so it showed up really good on these two and the green. The pink, kinda yellow, barely shows up, but that's why we're experimenting here. I figured that this amethyst purple is decently dark without being black, so I want to see how well a nice dark color shows up on all of these. Okay, so it shows up, that's the most important part. However, now with each of these colors, I'm going to use colors in the pencils that I would normally use if I put down, well, a base layer of these colors. I hope that makes sense, because it did to me. Anyways, yep, I'm going to get started on that. Alrighty now, so as you can see, when you actually take the time to do some real layering as opposed to just slapping the color on there to see if it works, like you can really see the lovely depth that you get. And I'm gonna take it a step further because while, oh wait a minute, that's cool gray. Wow, that really kind of undermined my epic reveal. Take two. Anyways, this is the colorless blender, or as I prefer to call it, the color lightener. And I'm just gonna split this in half. Because while I find that it only just kind of lightens up the marker, the colorless blender markers can blend colored pencils beautifully. However, since there is marker underneath it, I'm not sure how well it'll work. And it also, whoa, that stains. Ooh, boy, does that stain. Have some scratch paper ready and on hand if you're gonna try that. Okay, so I'm gonna try another experiment, just the colored pencil by itself. Like, I had never done this before with the Arteza Colored Pencils because, well, my first experience wasn't exactly all that great. Okay, well, not perfect. It does technically work. I think that you should only use this if there's a particular look you're going for. If not, I would steer clear of it, pretend that this thing doesn't even exist. So it's really a personal thing, but then again, isn't all art? Anyways, I'm gonna carry on with the rest of these, and then I'm gonna do a little illustration because, well, there's plenty of room. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started on that. Alrighty, so here we are. And I have to say, I think that the blends overall came out really good. I did the green one in reverse just to be a little bit different. But, like, I am overall pleased with the blends and how they came out. I think that the red one is my favorite. I think that one came out the best. But that's my personal opinion. Anyways, yeah, now that I've done the, I don't want to call it boring. Let's call it educational. There we go. That sounds like a better word. Like you just learned something. Like you weren't wasting time. You learned something. Yeah. Okay, I'll just keep telling myself that. Anyways, there's a nice big blank spot here. I'm gonna draw something. So, yeah, I'm just gonna get to it. Naturally, this is about the second most important thing that I look for in a colored pencil anymore. How well do they play with my markers? Well, if the swatching phase is any indication, these Arteza Colored Pencils worked spectacularly with the Ohuhu Markers. Heck, I loved how the base marker layers came out. The inspiration behind a pretty red cardinal? Well, I was in the drive-thru at my local Star Schmucks, thinking about how tasty my overpriced coffee treat was going to be. And who should pop by to say hi? Why, a beautiful plump red cardinal, of course. Boom! Instant inspiration, and I got home slurping my criminally expensive coffee drink and went straight to Pixabay. I've talked about Pixabay a few times on the channel, but it's such a lovely site that warrants mentioning again. Pixabay is a wonderful site that offers a wide variety of copyright-free images, perfect for artists searching for reference pictures and inspiration. I can't say enough nice things about this site. There will also be a link in the description below so you can check them out for yourself. Back to the markers and colored pencils. If the base layers of Ohuhu was lovely and rich, the addition of the colored pencils just took the piece to the next level. There are just fine details that colored pencils can fill in that markers alone can't quite manage. And the beauty of the marker layer, it cuts way down on the amount of layering. Colored pencils are typically a game of patience, requiring layer after layer to score that rich quality color. But some marker layers underneath adds that extra depth in a much shorter time. Perfect if you're like me, love colored pencils, but not terribly patient. Okay, here we are. I have to say, overall, I am very happy with how this turned out. I really enjoyed the process. And, again, Arteza Colored Pencils are actually not half bad. So, with that being said, I certainly hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope that you were able to gain something from it. And if you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Anyways, with that being said, this is Silver Hyena, signing off. Stay creative, everybody. Bye!